Time to point out the obvious. If you see someone doing the wrong thing, you don't bother pointing it out. You are just as guilty as a man committing the deed, says the Lord. It's time to point out the fakes and the phonies. It's time to point out the crooks and the cronies, yeah. It's time to point it out. When we don't stand up for right or wrong, we get in trouble with the law. Don't be guilty of doing dumb shit. Get your act together. Time to point out the crooks and the cronies. Time to point out the fakes and the phonies. Time to point out the obvious. Time to point out the obvious. If you see someone doing something wrong and you don't point it out, you're just as guilty as a man perpetrating the deed. The good book says those that stand by and watch evil happen are just as guilty as a man committing a sin. Time to point out the obvious again. Time to point out the crooks and the cronies. Time to point out the fakes and the phonies, yeah. It's time to point out the obvious.